So I want to change your whole Christmas season, your whole December with this one video. If you take action on a couple of things I share with you, I cannot tell you how different your December will feel about the time everybody else starts to feel panicked, starts to get crazy at the store. You are going to be feeling so good if you can take action on these things, because last year I was around 80% ready for Christmas by Thanksgiving, and even just being 80% ready, oh my goodness, like as a procrastinator, recovering procrastinator, let's just say that, it was life-changing. And this year I'm actually having my 6th baby around Christmas, and so I have to be ready. I have to if I want to have a good relaxing December and be ready for this baby. So I am going to impart all that I learned last year, all that I implemented, and just really bite-sized little forms to just help you little by little by little be ready for Christmas by Thanksgiving. So hey, my name is Lana. This is Girl Teach Me. This whole channel is to be a help to moms, to new moms who just maybe feel overstimulated, burnt out, like maybe this is a little harder than I thought, to help you level up and just step into that next best version of yourself as a mom. Let me just say, if I can do this, anybody can do this, because who I was before this whole process was wrapping presents the night before, staying up till like 1 or 2 a.m. to get everything ready, and being exhausted on Christmas morning, not really sure what we're gonna eat. Yeah, it was kind of a train wreck, because procrastination just does not work if you want to save money in the Christmas season. I have a 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old, in boots right beside me, clomping around. She's so funny. So I'm going to share how it works, like what you need to do. I'm going to share tips for how to make it happen. And I'm going to share top mistakes that a lot of moms make when it comes to preparing for Christmas. So I have all the resources I'm going to be sharing today in a blog post over at girlteachme.com. I have my Advent favorites. I have just a whole list and like a printable of what to do, kind of hand holding you through this process. So that's all over at girlteachme.com, the links below. So it all started when I followed Christmas Dose of Deb. I found out about this gal. I'm not on Instagram anymore, but she is over on Instagram, and she is so passionate about helping moms like have a better December that she has like a mission list. So I'm gonna read a couple of these missions. So the first thing is to put together a Christmas notebook, like a planning notebook. And what you're gonna have in this planner is you're gonna have all of the details already laid out, like just getting a plan in her mind. And I think what can be so like frustrating and overwhelming about December is it like all lives in our brain. And I'm such a big advocate of getting stuff out of our brains so our brains can be used to like think and not just store a million things. And so when I follow Christmas Dose of Deb, she gives you like these printables. I think she has them free like on her bio on her Instagram, but I'll have the link to all of her stuff like in that blog post too, just so it's all in one place for you. But I put together a notebook, and it had like all of the sizing that I needed for gifts, and it had like, you make a list basically, because what can be, I think, one of the most overwhelming things about Christmas is like if you have a lot of people to buy for. And I know we can get into a whole discussion about how Christmas is so materialistic, and I totally agree that there's a problem there in America for sure. So I don't buy a lot, but there are a lot of people I am buying for. And she even encourages you like have pre-conversations with extended family members, like, are you doing gifts? Are you not doing gifts? Like, we have to be so sober, right, about our financial situation. And the good thing about starting ahead of time too is you have more time to get creative about gifts and do more homemade gifts, having more time and knowing who we're buying for, having those pre-conversations. Like, I had a pre-conversation with my mom last year, and because we had that conversation soon enough, it gave me some more time to say like, hey, in lieu of gifts for the kids this year, because I have a lot of kids for her to buy for, like, what do you think about museum passes? So what helped me the most was making as many pre-decisions as possible, like every pre-decision possible I can make. What I'm having for Thanksgiving, food, honestly, like planning all that, what we're gonna eat for Christmas meals, who I'm buying for, having those pre-discussions like, hey, this is like the limit we're spending, or like I said, in lieu of Christmas gifts, we did museum passes, and we have endlessly enjoyed that this year. And it was such a break for my mom because she really spent probably less money or around the same money, and she didn't have to like give a ton of brain power for like what she's getting for each kid. And it probably would have been stuff that would have gotten lost or broken anyways. maybe not, but I try to keep my house as clutter-free as possible. I have a whole nother video of like toy clutter that could be really helpful for you. So in the notebook, you're gonna have your plans for what you're gonna eat for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for all the presents, like a decision on, are you gonna do family photos? Do you do Christmas cards? Like going ahead and knocking out so much of that can really change the whole Christmas season. One thing I did that was so helpful was I created a wrapping station. So got a table out, got my wrapping paper out, went ahead and bought tape, bought all the things for my wrapping paper so that as I got gifts in, I could go ahead and wrap them, go ahead and label them. That was so helpful just to have a little station. I had it in my husband's office in the basement and it just stayed out, just a little corner to go ahead and wrap gifts instead of like getting it out, not getting it out, or waiting to the last minute to wrap. That was such a game changer. Even if I didn't set the gifts out by the Christmas tree, I already had them wrapped and labeled. Also, having all the gifts in the notebook helped me stay on track with what I had spent on like each kid to try to be as like even as possible and to know what I bought. So once it was already wrapped, like I could revisit like, oh, I don't forget about that thing I already bought. So it was so immensely helpful to have all of my plans in one notebook. So I want to pause right here. Tell me how you intentionally get ready for Christmas sooner. What are your top tips? We love learning from each other here at Girl Teach Me. This whole channel is called Girl Teach Me How You Do This or That, not Lana Teach Me. So I love seeing your comments. I love how you help each other out down in the comments. So make sure you leave your top tip down below. Another thing I made pre-decisions on and really gave some thought to was traditions. Like what kind of traditions do we do in the Christmas season, even Thanksgiving season and Advent season? Like, I don't know if you know much about Advent, but just like a whole season of preparing our hearts for Jesus. And for our family, I just really wanted Christmas to be about Jesus and not to be about all the materialism and things like that. So just going ahead and taking care of this stuff was such a help. So the next tip is just doing a little bit every day and putting the notebook together. You know, I had the pages, I had the pages for all the gifts, all the sizes and all of that, just putting like a little bit every single day and not waiting until the last second to buy all the gifts or not waiting till Black Friday to buy all the gifts, but just as I knew what I wanted to get that person, just going ahead and getting it, just being as proactive as possible. And also I feel like that helps with finances, so it's not like all in December and it's very, very stressful. The average American starts the new year with like $1,500 of new debt, and it's mostly from Christmas. I think just knowing your why is so important, like a why to drive you to do this kind of stuff in October and November. Like my personal why this year obviously is a baby, but last year it was like, I just want a more peaceful Christmas season. I want to actually get around to doing Advent. I want us to have more time because like when it gets cold, the way I feel is just this need to withdraw. Like we have like a wood burning fireplace and we want to sit by more cozy fires, and I just wanted more of that and less of like getting out with the rush and with everybody else. I just didn't want any part of that. So it was so nice. So just like knowing your why and perhaps writing it down can be really helpful. Another tip is, I know this can feel like a cardinal sin for some people, but we decorated after Halloween. We just did. It's the Christmas season for us. I mean, yes, we like Thanksgiving, and yes, it feels like fall, but I started to bring in more greenery. I have a decorating with natural decor, like just to save so much money video, but actually if you were really opposed to like strong Christmas decorations, could even start to bring in some like winter elements, if that makes sense, and that can kind of last all throughout the winter. Like I did like a eucalyptus garland right here, but just going ahead, like as soon as the real Christmas trees came out, we went and got one and we decorated, and I already had my lights and things like that. So, you know, even if that's the last thing you do and you already have the gifts ready to go, you already have like your meal plans ready to go, like that can help so much. So I think the mistakes that a lot of people make is they panic. They procrastinate and then they panic. So, and then when the panic sets in and you're like, I have to get a gift for Aunt Susie, I have to get a gift, like you end up getting stuff that they probably won't like, but you compromise on price and on quality gift because you just feel like you have to get that person something. And stuff just continues to go up even on Amazon, you know, closer to the Christmas season, because they know that you're in a crunch. And so just getting, I think if we can just do it earlier, we can get better deals, instead of having that procrastination and that panic where we really just resist the whole Christmas season because it's just stressful. I think the biggest mistake is we just get so busy that we miss the whole season. Too busy with parties, too busy with all the things, and we let it all build up in December because, you know, we're trying to be true to like the seasons. But in America, we have Thanksgiving and we have Christmas so close together. But Christmas, in the Christian world especially, there's so much richness in the Christmas season that for me, that kind of outweighs the Thanksgiving season a little bit. And so I think just doing all you can in October and November, go check out those blog posts that I made. I made one with my favorite Advent resources, the things that kind of help our family focus on Jesus, and then just a whole blog post on how to be ready for Christmas by Thanksgiving. And then I point you to Christmas of Deb and all the things, all the resources that she has that have been helpful for me. It's very inexpensive. She's just absolutely precious. And it has helped me tremendously to know that it's coming. It's kind of like night always comes, kind of like dinner always comes every single day. It's coming. And so we can just get ready, and that's what we can do to be wise and enjoy the Christmas season more. So are you as excited as I am to just have a more restful Christmas season? I am pumped for you. Like literally, if you do these things, your whole Christmas season will be transformed and you will be so glad. You'll be thanking yourself come December when so much of the hard work is already done. So if you're a mama, I would love for you to stay and hit subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video.
It's so unnecessary dwelling about the past, 'cause I know that God is good, He led me to where I'm at. Sometimes I feel like giving up, you're giving in, but everything happens for a reason. It won't always be blue skies ahead. Sometimes you might need a helping hand, just like iron sharpens iron, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like iron sharpens iron, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're growing together.